Hello. My name is Galil Faden, and this is going to be my presentation on my learning disability, which is ADHD. So without further ado, let's get started. So I was diagnosed with my learning disability at the age of 18 months, and my parents first noticed because I had trouble focusing, and my processing speed was also reduced. So they went to the doctor, and he diagnosed me that I had ADHD. So ADHD affects me on a daily basis because I have trouble paying attention for a long period of time, and of course my processing speed is also reduced. However, so out of all this, my learning disability, it really became my enlightenment rather than my poison, because I've gotten much support over the past 18 years, and since then I have made massive improvements to help manage my disability as well as a whole. So the way my ADHD affects me academically is that like I said before, I have trouble paying attention for a long period of time. So I was placed in these smaller self-contained classes within the special education department with kids who had similar problems just like me, if not worse. And I also got a lot of support there. However, as I went up into, I believe started in the 5th grade, I started to not do any homework at all. I wasn't able to keep up with the work, so I clearly needed some help. So that's when my mom found my tutor, who I have now been with for the past 7 years, and she has been a massive help for me since then, because she helped me improve as an independent student, an independent worker, and a much better studier compared to when I was all those years ago, where I was very hindered because of my disability, because when I was younger, my internal thoughts, which is, I guess, the second type of ADHD, it really got the best of me because I was so distracted all the time. But thankfully now, thanks to her, this is not too much of an issue anymore. So my ADHD affects me personally because I am a bit more antisocial, just because I'm a bit different compared to most of my friends, but that didn't stop me from being a friendly person. And that is when my mom also found my personal trainer, Brian, who I met back in 2011, and since then and just like Ariel, he has been a massive help for me too. At first, we kind of butted heads because I was still pretty young despite being a teenager. Like, I was still stubborn and I was still learning. But just like Ariel, of course, he really helped me become like a much more independent young man than I was all those years ago. He helped me become both stronger physically and mentally. He taught me how to shave. He taught me like how to try out new foods such as bacon, egg, and cheeses, which I now love. I'm still not a huge fan of vegetables though, but so we work out 3 times a week for about an hour each day. And every single time I work out with him, he really feels like a second father to me. And clearly he is one of the best role models I have ever had in my life so far. And he's just the perfect guy to go to if you ever have a problem. So my goals of the future, so our course, are to manage or to develop more strategies to combat my ADHD. But I also am wishing to major in psychology, but as of right now, I'm still undecided. But I am planning to graduate from Landmark in 2017 with an associate's in doctoral studies, and then hopefully transfer to another school from there. Um, and of course, along the way, I'm hoping to make to make a lot more friends, improve relationships with my peers and my professors, and just all around have a great college experience and do well in classes because this is a fantastic opportunity for me because I know a lot of my friends don't get the same experience as me when it comes to going to college and doing this kind of thing. So it's very awesome that I'm finally here, and me and my ADHD have come a very long way, and I'm very happy with that. And here are my works cited page, and thank you so much for watching.